Okay, tell me something. January has 31 days. March has 31 days. But February? Only 28? And sometimes 29? Like, who decided this? Was someone sleeping during the calendar-making meeting? And here's what's even weirder. Why do some months have 30 days, some have 31, and poor February is just sitting there with 28? Like the youngest sibling who got the smallest piece of cake? This is the story of why the calendar is a mess, and why February is the victim of a 2,000-year-old crime scene. Let's decode the calendar. The year that forgot winter. To understand how we got here, we need to go back, way back, to a time when winter didn't exist, at least not on the calendar. Romulus, the legendary founder of Rome, created the first Roman calendar, and it had a problem so absurd, you'd think I was making it up. 10 months. That's it. March through December. 304 days. But wait, where's January? Where's February? They didn't exist, because winter didn't count. See, Romans were farmers, and farmers don't plant crops when the ground is frozen. Therefore, Roman leaders figured, why bother counting days when nothing's happening? Imagine that. Your birthday could be in dead time. Your wedding anniversary? Dead time. The loan you owe someone? Good luck figuring out when it's due. It's actually not the worst system, as long as you never, ever need to know what day it is between December and March. But here's the thing about chaos. It doesn't stay contained. And by the time the second king of Rome took power, the cracks were already showing. The curse of even numbers. King Numa Pompilius was not like Romulus. Where Romulus was a warrior, King Numa was a thinker, a priest, a man obsessed with order, ritual, and most importantly, the moon. Nature had given humanity a perfect clock in the sky. The moon, waxing, waning, cycling every 29.5 days. So he sat down to create a new calendar. And that's when he ran into a problem that would haunt February forever. Romans believed, truly, deeply believed, that even numbers were cursed. Unlucky. Dangerous. If a month had 30 days, bad omen. 28, even worse. 29 or 31. Nothing else was acceptable. King Numa started rearranging, cutting, adding, trying to make the math work. But here's the trap he couldn't escape. 12 months, each with an odd number of days. Add them up. What do you get? An even number. Always. It's mathematically impossible to add 12 odd numbers and get an odd result. King Numa needed 355 total days, an odd number, to match the lunar year. But his superstition made it impossible. So he made a choice. A sacrifice. 1 month would carry the curse. 1 month would bear the unlucky even number, so the others could stay pure. And which month did he choose? February. The month at the end of the year. The month dedicated to February, the festival of the dead. The month of purification, spirits, and the underworld. And Numa figured, if any month was already touched by darkness, it was this one. Let it carry the curse. 28 days. An even number. An unlucky number. For an unlucky month. And just like that, February became the runt of the litter. The outcast. The broken one. But it was about to get so much worse. The month that kept disappearing. Here's something they don't teach you in school. King Numa's calendar was broken from day one. Because 355 days isn't a solar year. It's about 10 days short. After just 3 years, summer festivals were happening in spring. Harvest celebrations in winter. The calendar was drifting, and everyone knew it. So the Romans came up with a solution. A crazy, chaotic, easily corrupted solution. They would add a leap month. Not a leap day. A leap month. 27 days jammed right into the middle of February. Every other year, February was literally split in two. The first 23 days, then Mercedonius, then the last 5 days of February. It's insane, but it could have worked, except for one problem. The priests who decided when to add this month, they were also politicians, and they realized something dangerous. Your term in office is ending? Add an extra month. Buy yourself 27 more days of power. Your opponent is in charge. Oops, we forgot the leap month this year. Kick him out early. The calendar became a weapon, a tool for corruption. Whoever controlled time controlled Rome. And when Rome went to war, which was often, the leap month would be forgotten for years. By the time a young general named Julius Caesar rose to power, the calendar was a disaster. Seasons had drifted by months. The spring equinox was happening in winter. Nobody, not even the priests, knew what day it actually was. Rome didn't need reform. It needed a revolution. The Egyptian secret. Julius Caesar had conquered Gaul. He'd crossed the Rubicon. He'd fought a civil war and won. But Egypt? Egypt taught him something no battlefield ever could. The Egyptians didn't follow the moon. They followed the sun. And their calendar, 365 days, clean and consistent, actually worked. Caesar looked at Rome's chaotic mess and made a decision that would shape the next 2,000 years. In 46 BC, he threw the lunar calendar into the Tiber River, metaphorically, and installed a solar calendar. Caesar added 10 extra days, sprinkled them across the calendar, and created a 365-day year. But here's where it gets weird. The leap day, the extra day we add every 4 years, wasn't placed at the end of February like today. It was jammed in after February 23rd, right in the middle of the month. February was already the trash heap of the calendar. The curse month, the place where Romans dumped everything they didn't know what to do with. Adding a leap day in the middle, just typical February treatment. Caesar's calendar was a massive improvement, but he didn't live long enough to enjoy it. He was assassinated. The universe doesn't care. Here's the thing about humans. We love neat numbers. 365 days feels clean, organized, perfect, but the universe doesn't care about our preferences. One complete orbit around the sun takes exactly 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 46 seconds. Not 365 days. Not even 365 and a quarter days. 365.2422 days. Messy, awkward, impossibly precise. Julius Caesar knew about that extra quarter day. That's why he added a leap day every 4 years to catch up. Year 1, 6 hours lost. Year 2, 12 hours. Year 3, 18 hours. Year 4, 24 hours, 1 full day. Add it back. Problem solved. But here's what Caesar didn't know. A quarter day is 6 hours. But the real leftover is only 5 hours and 48 minutes. Every time we add a leap day, we overcorrect. By 11 minutes. 11 minutes sounds like nothing. You wouldn't even notice it in a year. Maybe not even in a decade. But minutes become hours. Hours become days. Days become weeks. By 1582, more than 1,600 years after Julius Caesar, those 11 minutes had piled up into 10 full days. The spring equinox, which was supposed to happen on March 21st, was now happening on March 11th. Easter, the most important holiday in Christianity, was being calculated on the wrong date. The calendar that Caesar built to bring order, it had drifted into chaos, and one man decided he had to fix it. The Pope who deleted time, Pope Gregory XIII, was not a scientist. He was not an astronomer. He was a man of faith who happened to inherit a broken calendar. And in 1582, he did something no one had ever done before. He deleted 10 days from history. People across Catholic Europe went to sleep on October 4th, 1582. And when they woke up, it was October 15th. 10 days gone. Erased. As if they never existed. Imagine that chaos. Rent was due on October 10th, but October 10th never happened. Your birthday was October 7th. You didn't have one that year. Workers demanded pay for the 10 days they lost. Landlords demanded rent for the month that was suddenly shorter. Some countries refused to adopt the new calendar for centuries. Protestant nations thought it was a Catholic conspiracy. Russia didn't switch until 1918. The Gregorian leap year rules. 1. If a year is divisible by 4, leap year. 2. If it's a century year, like 1900, not a leap year. 3. Unless that century is divisible by 400, leap year. This tiny tweak, skipping 3 leap years every 400 years, fixes those 11 minutes. So, February, 28 days, sometimes 29. It's short because an ancient king feared even numbers. It stayed short because emperors wanted their names to shine brighter. It carries our leap days because nobody else wanted them. And somehow, against all odds, it keeps us in rhythm with the sun. If this story made you see your calendar a little differently, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more people find this. And if you want more stories where history, science, and human drama collide, subscribe and hit the bell. I make these for the curious ones. If you want to know why there are 7 days in a week, why do we work 8 hours a day, I have made those as well. Click and watch. I'll see you there.